Okay, so remember I told you guys before that empaths are very, very rare. Okay, so because empaths are very rare or whatever, remember everybody that says they're an empath is not an empath. You have to literally meet and have been in contact with an empath to be able to extinguish if this person is an empath or but empaths are very, very, very sensitive or whatever. Like me, I can be mouthy and stuff like that, but you have to come at me first. Like I said before, I don't just poke at people. Now you have to remember that I have a platform teaching. When I'm around people like transgenders or gay people, I don't look at them and be like, ugh, and roll my eyes. The only time I look at people and roll my eyes is if they have to look at me like that first, or they have, and this that has to be like on a bad day, or they have to do something silly. When I talk about them girls that are like mean mugging, and I put them little mean mugs or whatever, those are the type of people that I've always dealt with my whole life. Silly, and they don't even have to be black. They just be just silly, envious women. They give you like a certain look, don't know you, and that's envy. Because regardless of what they try to say, people can talk down, people can say this, but the only way that you would look at somebody like that and when they walk by, because I know I wouldn't do that. Remember WWID. I look at people smile, I see people, don't see them or whatever. Friendly, nice, inside of work. I don't just in public. I don't just conversate with just anybody. But if somebody comes to me, I'll smile and be nice, and this they rude. So the only way I would look at somebody and roll my eyes and look at them like they all that is because I see something in them that about them that I'm envious of, and I don't even think like that, so I wouldn't do this. So we'll just say that. But it's like you have to think about it like this, and I can always tell people, use your common sense when it comes to like. Remember, because I'm a psychic too, a different type of psychic, but I'm a psychic, not belittling, saying better, whatever. I'm just, as you can see, I'm a very, very highly intuitive, and I expose darkness just like they do. But it's just like even with the songs or whatever, I put mood, current mood, but just like they channel songs or whatever, they sing them, I just share them or whatever. So it's the same thing. I was told to stay away from them. So the only way I could be a chosen one and be told to stay away from mediums and other psychics, but I am a psychic, is if something is, that's what I'm saying. You have to look at the characteristic trait, and I've dealt with it or whatever because I'm online and people read my stuff and then they'll do stuff in their readings and do it. This is one of the things that pisses me off. Now, it's certain people I share on my page. I'll write nice comments. I have no problem seeing this, blah blah blah. Nobody asked me to do it, but I just feel like they're nice and share them. They'll wait a little bit and see that I'll, constantly, uploading or something. And not all of them, not all of them. Just remember, I'm not talking about all of them. Some of them have stayed silent or whatever, but it's like when they flip, I don't even care now. But it's like I'll upload them and constantly, and it's like something I get a little funny feeling, but I ignore it. Or either I'll go to another reader, they'll be like, it's one reader being nice, and she's really not what you think she is. But it's like I'll upload, and then they'll just do silly stuff, like one reader. And in past, I just look past it, and yeah, I still watch because they still watch my SHIT too. So we just say that. Not all of them. I'm talking about low vibrational ones. But I go and she'll do a reading, knowing I'm watching, no, and then they know you, they know your character, they know you nice, and it's like if they call out a lie, and then they know that I've been sharing it, they automatically people just don't believe it unless people just been gang stalking and they know the person is lying. And most importantly, do other people, if they believe it or not, the Most High knows the truth, and you will be punished for that. So we just say that. But like I just go, every day I go to a reading, and then I'll look at another reading. This before she snaked me, and then she'll be like, yeah, some of these people or whatever, they got molested by their stepbrother, and it really hurt them tremendously, and now they're using drugs. So I'm not judging, but I know, and I already know that she was talking about me because my story is online. But she knows I'm not using drugs or whatever. I'm not pills, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I'm not doing nothing. And there's nothing wrong with drinking if you go out, whatever. That's on you. But she knows that I'm not doing it. So for you to say something like that, you knew that, and you know I'm an intuitive psychic too. So you know that I'm gonna get online and just, wild out or whatever. And I didn't wild out on you like I could have or whatever, but it's just like they just do like little stuff like that. I'll go to a cross-watcher reading, and different people could be cross-watching, because I heard one tarot that said people are looking you up, it's like if if you know somebody destiny. 2677 or 911. Thank you for riding Metro. Hold on. Atención pasajeros de Metro. Lord. Si usted ve algo, dígalo. Okay, so if you know somebody destiny, this thing is just going on and on and on. Okay, so let me just ignore it. If you know somebody destiny and you know people are cross watching for them and you sitting up there just it's like you know somebody reading and watching for that person, but yet you just making it seem like this way and this way, and you know it's like if you're a part of stopping it, then you're a part of the dark side. It's no way I'ma see a girl introverted online, know her destiny, know where she came from or whatever, and know people are cross watching for her or whatever, and just be sitting up the line. How the fuck? Excuse my language. How the hell can people get online and call? It's like when you're talking about what people do in the background, or who's working against who, where they're doing this or they're doing that. It's like you're calling judgment on people. You're calling out people's secrets, whatever. How the F you gonna get on your platform and talk about this person is doing this and blah 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 blah? But yet you can't talk about a karmic, or just in general, if that narc stuff, you can't talk about this person working against you, your family, but all these people are jealous of you, but yet you jealous and you send up the line. That's one thing I don't like. It's no way I'm gonna get on my platform and purposely lie on somebody. If you're gonna do that, then it's like, that's what I'm saying. What is the purpose of your channel? Is it to be messy, or is it to help people? I don't give a damn if people can do whatever they want on their channel and say whatever they want, just like this is my channel and my platform and I'm gonna address it. Because remember, I could say all day, people ain't, you can stop watching if you don't like it, but if you're saying something on your channel, blind on somebody or addressing me, then I'm going to address you on my channel. I don't have to come at you and write underneath your comments, so we'll just say that. But it's like they just do certain stuff. It's like if I knew a girl and I knew the truth about her, I'd be like, yes, she's a star seed, blah, 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 blah. She does this, she does that, and blah, 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 blah. And this is her, you know, just in general, just if you're going to add me in your reading or whatever, I don't like people that lie, whatever. It's already enough people that lie, which I don't care. People can lie all day. There's judgment for that. But it's just like people just do certain things, and then it's like when it's a whole bunch of people constantly coming at you, and they lying. It's like people can throw shots sometimes and I ignore it or whatever. More than likely, if I hear it, I'm gonna address it. But it's just like if it's a lie, then of course you want to clear your name. But then it's like sometimes I'm like, sometimes I don't care who believes the lies because they're not important to me. But then if it's somebody important or whatever, then that's why I said if you want to get to know me, then come at me. I'm not talking about nobody in my neighborhood or whatever. I ain't on it. But if somebody wanted to know something about me, then come at me or whatever. Not on the Facebook, social media or whatever. But I don't even know how people would do that. But come at me or whatever. Don't go through, because you never know if somebody is hating or jealous. Now, some readers or whatever that I can really tell are empaths. They have a calming spirit. They seem genuine or whatever. Every time I go to their readings, they give good advice. But it's like people just be calling out silly stuff and then hide behind the camera or whatever. Some of them, like this, just like the silly stuff that they say, but then show yourself on camera so we can see. Like the one or whatever I used to always upload was on her reading talking about, yeah, some of us or whatever, we're naturally pretty. We don't have to wear all that makeup and stuff. And I like makeup. I don't overly wear makeup. I went to school to do makeup, but when I really take my time and do it, I can do it. I'm really good. I love eyeshadow. I love mascara. I love foundation. I love to do it. So it's like, why would you say that in a reading? And if you are as naturally beautiful as you claim to be, let us see or whatever, since you call in judgment. Just like I don't like petty readers or whatever, but it's just I'm still going to address it if you coming at me or whatever. Only a miserable person, envious, hateful, demonic person will sit up there and do that. Nobody is perfect, but I can't see myself doing it. Just knowing and seeing the character of somebody, knowing their energy or whatever, and just sit up there and just, that's what I'm saying. People just do silly stuff. So it doesn't matter who people portray me out to be. When you do certain things like that, when you mess against divine people and you're not divine or a chosen one, if you're doing it, I don't give a damn if somebody gets up there and says that the Most High name all day. I don't know what Most High you talking about. You must be talking about the Satan who wants to imitate him. You cannot be talking about the Most High. That's like me getting on my platform and let's just say, even though I'm a psychic, that's like me getting on my platform and saying I don't like people that lie on people or whatever, people that gang stalk or whatever, blah blah blah. The Most High gonna get y'all, blah blah blah. And then as soon as I finish making the video, I go and join in gang stalkers or whatever and go and lie on somebody. That doesn't even make any sense. So people, like I said, anybody can say I love the Most High. Anybody can false flag, start looking at the character of people or whatever. It's just like I said, left, right. Another girl or whatever who used to slurp her tea all the time in her readings. I used to think it was so funny or whatever. Not like last laughing at her, but like, oh yes, yes, she's gonna get to the reasons. This is funny or whatever. Because when you first leave a narc, you be trying to figure out what happened because the person just go ghost and leave you at your worst, and you be kind of wanting to hear like what's going on, and you be wanting to hear some. I'm not gonna lie, you want to hear something bad if somebody lied on you, a little gang stalker. You want, is he dead yet? Where's the karma? Did he get his head smashed in yet? What's going on? What's going on? And remember, the person's doing magic on you. So when you finally like get over it, and some people may have just now be experiencing it, so they know. But it's like I don't like people. I don't give a damn if they read out the narc karma. All them people doing magic, their personal business. Because remember, these are people that are lying on people and doing gift spills and silent spills and magic. But when you getting on your platform and talking down on certain divine feminists, reading out certain things you know you have no business reading out, and then you don't read out the full truth or whatever. So that's what I said. And I've been told numerous amounts of times that people are going to be jealous. I have no idea what's coming or whatever. All I know from what I know is just something being hidden from me as far as some money and stuff like that. And I'm not even finna go in no details about that because the Most High is going to handle that too. All the people that came against me. But it's just as far as readers, what is the purpose of reading tarot or whatever? Is it to help people, help guide people, enlighten people, or is it to try to sit up there and be I just don't respect it. I don't respect certain people saying stuff about real divine feminists. I'm just making up stuff, and just look at the character of people. Look at the character of people, and I don't give a damn who gets mad about them still. Only people that's gonna get mad at me putting up stuff like the Players Club or that girl looking crazy or whatever with her face is people that do that or whatever, and you getting called out. That's the only way you would get mad at something like that. Because it's like I'm not talking about black people or whatever, because anybody of any race can do that. I'm not talking about her. Did you hear me say something about with her hair or whatever or nothing like that? No, it's the characteristic traits of somebody. And then you had a nerd that had the Most High name out your mouth. That's why I said people, they just do silly stuff. I don't go around, like I said before, even though I expose transgenders or promiscuous, nobody's perfect. We all have a past. We elevate and we can pull others out. I don't know. How can I say that? It's a transgender guy or whatever who got on the train or whatever on my way home or whatever months back, or like about 2 months back, and he sat by me and was just talking. We were just talking friendly, blah 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 blah. Laugh. He was making me laugh, talking about his boyfriend, all of the stuff. Never once did I tell him, it's a sin to do that. Never once did I mention my platform to him. Never once did when he told me, just show me little things about how he was a porn star and show me the little screenshot or whatever. I was like, I didn't even know they had porn things down here like that in Houston or whatever. I didn't know, and he really looked like a porn star in there, and I was like, wow, I never seen that before. I thought that was like in California. We just talking. I would never do anything like this. So I'm on my platform saying what I want to say, and I don't judge people like that. I just give messages and expose darkness and deception. So we'll just say that. So I don't understand why people. That's what I'm saying. People just do silly stuff. So it's just what I said. It ain't about nobody kissing your butt and telling you what you want to hear all the time. Because it's certain readers that'll say stuff, and I'll be like, okay, and then I'll work on it. Because nobody's perfect. But it's like when people can't find nothing on you, they just want to make up stuff and say stuff. Do that all you want, but then don't say you work for the Most High, because you're not for the team of light. How can you be for the team of light and you sitting up there lying on people and misdirect? That's what I'm saying. People just do silly demonic stuff, and it's just, anyway, that's all I'm saying. I just had to get that out for now. There's more than one or whatever. Another reader or whatever, a gay guy or whatever, very popular, got on this platform, need my sign. It was like, people don't really like you, they don't want to get to know you or whatever, and underneath the Aries reading. And I shared them on my page one time or whatever and delete the video a while back, but he knew that there's magic over my channel, so you said that purposely, and he don't never say Most High nothing, so whatever. But we don't have nothing to do with nothing, but that's in your character to do that or whatever. It's just people just do like silly stuff. So people can try to pick and point and try to make me out to be who I want to be, but you just gotta know there's judgment for that. That's like when the Most High or whatever. And yeah, I'm comparing myself not in a way like I'm in any kind of way equal to the Most High. And people who are the light, I don't even have to explain it or whatever. Nobody, hey, you know good and well I'm not comparing myself to the Most High. But as his child or whatever, as a chosen one, true chosen ones, not just me. But when he came down here and everybody just jumped in the bandwagon, everybody just lived for nobody else, but they all know who he was or whatever. You saw the judgment that came after that. It's like, how can you sit up there and know the character of somebody and just and then know they changed, know what they came from, and you just that's what I'm saying. People just do silly stuff. So the only way you can do that is if you work for the devil. Because it's certain things I just would never do, especially when I know the energy of people. So yeah, I mean, people can say whatever they want to say, but I'm still gonna clear my name. So that's all I have to say for now. Wait, I wanted to add one more thing about I wanted to add some more stuff. Okay, first I'm gonna talk about some more, shots I got, and then I'm also gonna talk about why I think that the people that throw shots at empaths, not the narcissist gang stalking, but the people that throw shots at real chosen ones or whatever, why I feel like they're talking to demons and not angels. Okay, so let me go back to what I was saying about the lady with the tea. So like, yeah, I had shared on my page or whatever, and a lot of people, I'm not saying each one, but a lot of people, when I first started sharing readings, because people hadn't really seen it or whatever, and it wasn't popular or whatever, and I'm not gonna keep on. I'm sorry. The first part just downloaded, but I'm not gonna keep on. Every time I say something, I gotta pick it up. But I'm not being arrogant. If you been following me right now, you know my spirit or whatever, and you just know or whatever. So it was popular when I just started uploading different readings. So that's one of the ways too. Before I saw the magic that I knew my channel was being messed with, I'll share somebody, and all of a sudden they get a lot of views. The next time next video they upload, or I show this person, then they just like that or whatever. So when people take that opportunity after I shared them, and I didn't have to do that, because it's a lot of people that view my page, you just can't tell because they're messing with the views and pause it, they'll pause it, retract it, then leave it there free. They just do like weird stuff, and they just do weird stuff. So we'll just say that. But yeah, they'll take the opportunity like, yeah, okay, I got clout or whatever, and it is what it is or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. It's just, and those are the type of people that I'm like, I have to watch what reasons I listen to, because I know what type of person I am. So anybody saying something about cocky, anybody saying something conceited, anybody reading out lies, then I already know you work for the devil. So we'll just say that. But it's just. Anyway, let me get into what I was saying about that lady with the tea and different people that took shots, so you know why I be just irritated. So she, sipped her tea, and I used to comment on her channel. I liked it or whatever, and she did a comment on my page one time or whatever. I need the video and liked it, and I was like, that's cool, because she returned the love, whatever. So then it's like I had posted some stuff about a future or whatever, and I was just like, if you were somebody that was scapegoated your whole life, and you were a nice, genuine person, you were told this by your family, this castrated by parents, all this other stuff, and then you hear readings and they reading out the real truth. This is what's really happened. This is why people treated you like this. Blah blah blah. When internally you always knew that you were a good person, but when you surrounded by a whole bunch of people saying this blah 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 your whole life, and you weren't really awake, and then you start believing it about yourself. So if you hear this and you hear you're going to be a millionaire, I don't know about anybody else, but me as an empath, I'm open. I'm like, oh my God, or whatever. Could it be true or whatever? So I don't know. I can't see into the future of mine. I just know that good things will come from me because I'm a good person and all the good that I put out. So we'll just say that. So I was just like, oh my gosh, and I had been sharing everything or whatever that I've seen, just been sharing everything. So you took that upon yourself to look like, oh, I'm better, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I wasn't doing it or whatever. But now I realized certain things I do have to keep to myself, because it's people that actually sit up there and try to do magic to stop it. Regardless of what you've been through, they're gonna try to stop it. You get something, they're gonna try to take it away. You get a certain position, they're gonna do magic, try to take it. This is what I'm saying. Only a demonic, evil person, a soulless person would do something like that. A person that sold their soul, that has a demon in them. So we'll just say that. But it's just like people do certain things. The girl sipped the tea, and after I posted something like that for the second time, then she went on her platform and had like a mouth moving, like an animated mouth, and she was trying to make it seem like it was about the divine masculine. But she was like, yeah, you ever hear those people? They just be talking, and what she say? They be talking, and but she might, well, we don't see nothing, we don't see, but she made it. But remember, I'm a psychic too, so she did that. I called her out or whatever, and she put something silly on her platform, talking about the judgments that you make will be made unto you. But just let people just be, but don't ever say it directly. I already told you about another reader or whatever that was like, there's no magic over their channel, and made it seem like she was talking about somebody else. But no, I've been saying it, and now you can clearly see I was telling the truth about the magic off of my channel. Just like people think, people they'll be in competition with themselves, because you're not competing with me, because I don't compete with people or whatever. The way I see it is, it's always somebody you can learn from. I can always learn more. I encourage people, whatever. So anybody in competition with you is not going to compliment you, especially when they know your character. The other people, it's like certain people that do crossword readings don't be telling the full truth. They be lying, making it seem, just be doing like little silly stuff. So I just say that, just silly stuff. And I'm aware that I have people that like me, but I'm also aware I have a lot of people that are against me and don't like me, and it is what it is. They didn't like God or whatever. So yes, this child, they not gonna like me or whatever. I like people that are chosen, so we'll just say that. But it's just like, who else? It's just back to back. I posted that thing about that ratchet stuff. And another reader I never went to, just sometimes I randomly just look at Aries readings from different people, and she was like, yeah, somebody online calling somebody ratchet, defending people, but remember, ratchet is not aligned with ghetto. Ratchet people are not of God. Look up what the word ratchet means, unruly, whatever. How can you offend something like that or whatever? That's like me saying, it's just in general, people pick and poke and take what they want to take. But how you gonna get offended because I'm putting a picture of someone looking crazy and then saying that that's how godly people act? So the only way you get offended is if you act like that. Now let me move on to the next point. Now when I talk about big booties and stuff like that, I don't look at girls with big booties and out in public. Now nobody said this. I'm just getting it straight or whatever. So if I see a girl in public with a big booty, I don't look at her and be like, this old ghetto trashy girl or whatever, because everybody that has a big butt isn't ghetto or trashy, even regardless of the history that I have with people. Just like certain guys that deal with gold diggers or women that have cheated on them and used them for their money, they may categorize every black woman like that, or every white woman or whatever they deal with like that, but everybody ain't like that. That's why I always like try to make sure when I talk about like or something like that, or just players, or if I talk about men who are, just doggish men, I make sure I always go and talk about women too, because every black man ain't like that. It's just I'm telling you about people that I deal with or whatever. So we'll just say that. So if you get offended, you get offended. Now it's just let me get back to what I was saying about that big booty stuff. Now when I keep saying big booty, blah 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 blah, I would respond back to something that somebody said about me. If somebody is online picking at my story and calling me big, whatever. It's my, why you don't like, just a lot of little shots. Why you don't show yourself on camera or full stuff on camera? And on that platform talking about big booties and blah blah blah, trying to down talk it. Then of course I'm gonna go back and say something like that, especially if they have a wife or something that's been doing magic on me in the background or whatever, conflict magic, whatever the fuck that they've been doing or whatever, or typing silly stuff underneath my comments. And chief handler is a woman, so we'll just say that. So and I'm not even gonna announce who that is. We'll just say that. So it's like when I don't give a damn about none of that stuff about people saying or trying to paint me out to who I want to be or whatever. I don't have no problem with no big booty woman, no shapely woman. I used to be in shape too. I don't care if a person is big breast or not in a small waist. I'm not hating and I'm not jealous. I'm responding to certain things that were said to me. So we'll just say that. So I just want to add that last point.